it please the court, opposing counsel, members of the jury. My name is Amishi Amit, and I, along with my co-counsel, represent the defendant, Connie McLeod, in tonight's proceedings. In this case, the personification of reasonable doubt is Robin Locksley. But before I go any further, let me simply explain what happened. On the night of October 30th, 2024, someone broke into Ruffed Grouse High School. They smashed through concrete flooring in a basement room and uncovered a time capsule that was buried there in 1905. And that's the extent of it. Now, since there is no written record of what was ever placed in this time capsule, no one knows what, if anything, was taken from it when this break-in occurred. Now, over the years, some people have speculated that a necklace owned by my client's grandmother was placed in this time capsule. We know this isn't true because that necklace was given to my client, Connie McLeod, from her grandmother before she began college. So essentially, the prosecution is charging my client with stealing a necklace that, one, was never in the time capsule, and two, has belonged to my client. So how did we get here today? Well, based on the suggestion of a person named Robin Locksley, there's that name again, the police searched my client's dorm room and found the necklace that my client's grandmother had given to her. Now, Robin Locksley had motive as to why they tried to frame my client for this crime, because they were in a direct competition for a single spot in a college honor society. The charge the prosecution is bringing against my client is grand larceny. This charge has 4 elements to it. First, that my client took a necklace. Second, that the necklace was owned by someone else. Third, that the taking was unlawful. And fourth, that my client took the necklace with the intent to keep it from its owner. Now, the prosecution has the duty to prove all 4 of these elements beyond a reasonable doubt. Members of the jury, this is the highest burden in our legal system. Now, you just heard from the prosecution. They tried to come up here with a story of this, that, and the other thing. But at the end of today's trial, they will fail to meet their burden. You will have reasonable doubt, and it has a personification, Robin Locksley. Members of the jury, listen closely to the testimony you have heard today. You will hear that the prosecution cannot place my client at the crime scene, and they cannot place this necklace in the time capsule. Throughout today's trial, you will hear from 3 witnesses. First, historian Mandy Montoya, who will tell you about Robin Locksley's obsession with this time capsule and how Robin Locksley wanted to dig for it on their own. Next, you will hear from Pledge Master of an Honor Society, Ali Jerevich, who will testify under oath that on the night in question, Miss Connie McLeod was not at Ruffed Grouse High School. Lastly, you will hear from the defendant herself. She will confirm that the necklace in question had been a gift from her grandmother. Nothing more. Make no mistake about it. My client is innocent of the charges being brought against her. And at the end of today's trial, my co-counsel, Mark Barbrack, will stand before you and review the evidence presented today. He will remind you that it was Robin Locksley who had the means, motive, and opportunity to commit this crime, not my client. He will then respectfully ask that you return a verdict in favor of the defense, finding Miss Connie McLeod not guilty of grand larceny. Thank you.